Hi, I'm Jan. I'm 43 years old and I'm a high-end beauty hair, fashion and commercial retouch artist with over 2 decades of experience in the creative industry. When I was 17, one of my biggest hobbies was playing inline hockey. And I wanted nothing more than to bring my friends and my whole team into the game. And this has not been possible by default, so only the names could have been added, but I wanted the jerseys and the whole arena to be our own. I needed to become creative, so I figured out how to find the image files in the computer and I manipulated them very hands-on, so we had our own boards with the advertisement, our jerseys and the logos on the ice. And 3 years later, my Abitur exams were due, and as I've always been very creative in designing my cheat sheets, I knew for the final exams of school I needed to outpace myself and create a masterpiece because I didn't want to get caught. And thinking about what wouldn't be suspicious on the table, I eventually had a eureka moment: plastic water bottles. And do you get it? I took off the label, I scanned it, I manipulated the text, and I printed it and I glued it back around the bottle. And I didn't tell anyone yet, so maybe that's a tip for you. And maybe this will also pave your way into the fascinating world of high-end retouching too. And one thing has been clear at this moment: I wanted to work in the creative industry. And eventually, in 2002, I just started a graphic design education and landed my first job in an advertising agency in Düsseldorf, which was when I actually got in touch with my very first Wacom Interest tablet. And I never ever used a mouse again anymore until today to work on my images. Becoming an art director was fascinating, but it was only when I met my first mentor and the former Wacom evangelist Robin Preston from London on a campaign shoot in Düsseldorf that I was blown away by his professional retouching. And there was no second of my free time that I didn't use on going all in on retouching. I chose to find and hire excellent Photoshop mentors worldwide that would educate me through Skype sessions and that would help me step by step to reach my goal and to improve my craft. And it took a long time, but it was way worth it. And after working as an art director and as a retouch artist until 2011, I decided to finally follow my passion and specialize in retouching as my official profession and becoming a freelance artist. With a large network in Düsseldorf, it didn't take very long until I landed my first high-end gigs in the advertising scene of Düsseldorf and beyond. And I was working on many commercial productions, and eventually I discovered my deep passion for hair and beauty retouching for international brands such as Henkel, among others. And additionally, I became a strong partner to international beauty and fashion photographers working for iconic magazines such as Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Touche, Numero, among many others. And today, my work is well balanced between high-end commercial jobs for international advertising agencies, clients, and also for international photographers. My second big passion in the creative industry is giving back to the creative family. I love educating fellow upcoming retouching artists, sharing my knowledge and empowering and motivating others to find and make their way in the creative industry. Collaborating closely with Wacom allowed me to share my knowledge with a larger audience and encouraged me to starting my own YouTube channel for high-end retouching education and launching an international podcast to give a stage to the fascinating people that I was able to meet throughout my career and bring their wisdom and inspiration to the creative family. I remember the day when I touched my very first Wacom tablet and I thought to myself, one day I'm going to be able to pay the bills with this pen and tablet and provide for my family. And who knows, maybe I can ignite the same thought in you and support you on your very own personal creative journey. Thank you for tuning in, and I wish you nothing but the best for your creative career. And keep putting the hours in were the words of my very first mentor Robin, as he was always telling me there is no shortcut to learning and improving your craft, and he couldn't have been more right. So enjoy your ride.